trying something different. I'm kind of in my office, and I wanted to kind of go to the summary before I go home. So today I got my activities tracker created. I didn't do it last night. I did it this morning. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So I got in this morning. The first thing I did is grabbed out, print off one of these sheets. What it's going to look like, hopefully when I'm done, is this. This was essentially the copy that I made. It's a company, maybe I'll link them so you guys can buy them if you want, but I didn't like the information. I just like the style and the carbon feel where you can just rip off one at a time and then you can have your daily tracker. For now, I've got it printed on just black and white, but it'll be kind of like similar to colors to this. So today, my high priorities was to fix Tracy's information. That's one of our service people. So I had her last name misspelled on there. So that was an easy fix. I got that done right away. I wanted to start my COI plan to where I map out working with COIs. I didn't even get to that. So that was probably a fault because I did get to some other stuff. So what caused the day to go a little bit tougher or a little bit distracting is the fact that I had a couple things happen. So this is my sales day. I'm trying to focus on sales and generating business, all of that. It was actually a really good day, but I got 2 sales, so 2 new customers. I ended up writing about $7,000 to $8,000 worth of business. The one that we talked about yesterday ended up purchasing today, so that's positive. Welcome to the Valor team. And we also had another sale that was from December that I had quoted that came in and wanted to sit down in the office and go over it. So they came in, we sat down, we wrote them home auto and umbrella, and we saved them a crud ton of money. This actually was from a major company. Ended up charging them, we were going to charge them almost double what I'm paying. So that was a no-brainer as far as like an easy sale, but it was being in the back of their mind and letting them know that I'm available so that when they were ready, they would reach back out to me. So that's exactly what happened. And I was the one that ended up with the business. I'm glad to have them as customers because they're great people. I was going to recruit, so I got to recruit a salesperson and work with Devin, my partner, and try to figure out something there. We really need a sales guy. So that was I didn't get to that. That was my medium item, fix LinkedIn, and then do our taxes. So I kind of added a third one onto there because we really got to do our taxes. And fixing LinkedIn, I used to friend everybody on LinkedIn. So I've got like 1,600 plus friends and followers and all that. I'm going to break all those connections and just have hopefully a couple hundred people that I work with. I want to be more specific on the people that I'm connecting with. So in that case, I'm going to go through my LinkedIn. It's probably going to take me an entire day, but I'm going to go through maybe a couple hours a night and start removing the connections that are marketing and auto bots that are coming to me and all of the things that I don't want to be connected with, I'm going to unconnect. So that way when I post on LinkedIn, it's to the audience, and when I read the information or the information from other people, it's from people I want to connect with and be part of. It's like I mentioned the other night, Fritz, that's a person that we did a meeting with. I still got to edit the videos. So that's on my to-do list. I have to make sure our Vonage is fully running 100%. So I know that I'm missing a voicemail for Tracy and I'm missing the voicemail for our main line. I also have to transfer our main line from Twilio over to our Vonage system. So we wanted to set up first to make sure it was functional, it's working. I ran into a snag, so that's actually, I'm gonna change this section instead of my daily check-in. I think what I'm gonna do is kind of create a spot to say what disrupted your day. So things that kind of got in the way that I can work on or plan to fix, or if it was something that was logistically supposed to be there, that was something that just popped up and I needed to handle it right away, then I know that in my day, the reason I didn't get to all these is those things. Well, about an hour of my day was our text messages weren't working with the new Vonage. Apparently, you're supposed to fill out a form on their system, and like most systems now, there's these 10DL, whatever the legal thing is, to where if you're texting somebody, they have to opt in. We've got that covered, and I wish I could just submit the sheets that we have, because a lot of it's on the back end of different programs. So I had to go in there, get the websites, get the links, put the wording that we use for text, saying that we allow people to opt out if they don't want text anymore from us. All of that stuff was things that I had to go into the Vonage system and submit. So now we've got about 7 days before we can use these lines to text. Not a deal breaker because we still have our old system, which has different phone lines, but I wanted to switch it over sooner rather than later. So that took a chunk of my day, just organizing that and fixing all of that stuff. Most of the day was talking to customers because we got the 2 sales. One person was in-house, so that was about 45 minutes-ish. That actually was the quicker version. And the other one was the lady that we got from a mailer. So we have a company that we mailed mailers out to, and they were interested in getting a quote. We quoted them yesterday, they ended up purchasing today. So that was a big plus, but they wanted to make some changes on the home policy. There was some things that we updated, and it's a better fit in their case. So they wanted to kind of play with it, and actually we revamped some of the coverages. We actually rehashed out like what the material of their house was built out. I accidentally put that they had a basement, and they actually had a crawl space. So that almost knocked $20,000 off the rebuild of the house. That's a big thing to remember, is knowing the type of house you're quoting and insuring can make a big difference on price. I could have lost a sale if I wasn't as competitive in that scenario, if I don't learn from those things. So that's something that I would mentally know that, hey, when I'm doing a call, evaluate the call and adjust. I should make a mental note in the future that if I see situations like that in Michigan, in our state, there's a lot of Michigan basements. So they're either crawl spaces or 4 to 5 foot tall ceilings, and they're more stone or less brick and things like that. That's essentially what my day was like today. That's the day in the life of an 8-hour. It literally from 9 to now. I'm skipping the dentist appointment that I had, which I'm always never fond of, so we'll skip talking about that. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Let me know what you guys have had today. Have you had a good day like this where, yeah, not everything went perfect, but it ended up being a good day. You got a few sales out of it. Everything just kind of connected. Wasn't stressful. Everything went the way that I was hoping that a typical day would. We'll follow up tomorrow and let you know how that day goes. I think I've got a lot less to do as far as like sale-wise and more of the admin type stuff that we're going to work on. I'm Mark W. Flockhart. I'll see you soon.